And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the buffalo wing. Perfect! Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, they were looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Okay, had coffee. I'm back. I was saying that the magazines today seem not to be doing their jobs. They're not telling us anything about today's stories. They're all giving us stories on people who have passed on long back. One of the people they were doing a huge piece on, and the Times, if you'll pardon the expression, did a whole piece on it too, was Martha Graham. Okay by me, but she is also extremely not here. They immortalized her in several pages in two separate issues. Now, Martha Graham had an assistant. He was a very nice man, and he was extremely devoted to her. And what he did for years after she was gone, he sent me stuff that had been used by her. One day it was a powder puff. One day it was a lipstick tube. One day it was a bobby pin. One day it was a compact. It was steady. I don't know how much stuff she had. I don't care. I didn't want her leftover stuff. But this guy who was so devoted to her kept sending it and sending it and sending it until one day I said, enough already. I do not need any more leftover, secondhand, used up, old Martha Graham stuff. But that's what's happening. Can it be that editors do not like anyone still alive? Martha Graham's intensely devoted assistant, for years and years after she left us, sent me things she'd used or touched, a powder puff, junk jewelry, a hair clip. I finally did say, like I told you, I asked him to stop because I was losing space for my own things. And now, like Marilyn Monroe, she'd have been 100. So New York City's big, large broadsheet did several days of full pages on her. What is it? Is it that today's people are not sufficiently important? Or do we care about them? Or have we actually heard their names? A People magazine did an entire edition on people who were gone. And talking then about love. They went into some stuff about love. Like Winona Ryder, who was disappointed with her Jennifer Aniston lesbian kiss in Friends, says, I got bummed out because we had chances for some pretty nice kisses. Heather Locklear, I knew how sexy Denise Richards was, so I practiced with my makeup artist Lisa. Every Thursday night, we rehearsed them at dinner. Listen to me. If you haven't heard this before, who else is going to tell it to you? Wait, I'm going on. Molly Shannon kissing Drew Barrymore on Saturday Night Live. Quote, it's fun to kiss a girl because their faces are so soft. Christina Aguilera on Locking Lips with Madonna at the MTV Music Awards. You know, she's got a very soft lip. Something wrong with my lip. She's got a very soft lip. She's a very lovely kiss. What do you want from me? It's July 4th. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, Sarah Michelle Gellar on her smooch with Selma Blair in Cruel Intentions. She says, "It was a great kiss. It even had a saliva trail." Charlize Theron made kissing Christina Ricci tricky in Monster. She says the film's false teeth kept falling out. It was difficult doing takes with those fakes. Kira Sedgwick and Juliana Margulies in What's Cooking hit lesbian bars to do research. She says, Kira, it was pretty hot. Ours were soft, nice. And Peter Lawford's son, Chris, playing a gay man once said, "For me, it was the most conscious moment of my life. You know what? You suddenly note a guy's upper lip's small hairs, which burn you from the friction." Okay, I'm going forward before you throw me the hell off, but we still got another few minutes. You should know that on this holiday, there is a sign on a church in Portland, Oregon, and it says, "Come this Sunday, avoid the 4th of July rush." Okay. Now, new revelations from Andrew Lowney's updated HarperCollins paperback entitled, "He is Peeing on the British Royal Family." He says he is adding new light on Jeffrey Epstein and his circle, on Prince Andrew, Sarah Ferguson, and the royal family. Like, here's some stuff he says. Sarah Ferguson had a long affair with convicted sex offender Sean Diddy Combs, and how she brought her daughters to his wild parties. Sarah Ferguson's on and off relationship with restaurateur and racing driver Giuseppe Cipriani. Her plans to design a lingerie collection and establish an artist's retreat in the Bahamas with Roger Waters and Shakira. Detailed accounts from long-serving staff of the chaotic Ferguson household staff, rarely lasting beyond lunchtime on their first day, their unpaid wages sometimes replaced with cigarettes or living off daughter Beatrice's credit card, and requiring NDAs from everyone, including a visiting pedicurist, and using every social event as a business opportunity, and employing a dedicated staff member solely to manage her medication. Okay, a couple of more, and then I have to wish you July 4th. The extravagance of daily freshly baked cakes, whether eaten or not, and how Sir David Tang, later accused of embezzlement, paid off £250,000 of her debts in exchange for inclusion on Andrew's taxpayer-funded trade trips. Don't pick on me. I didn't write that. This is a new book. It's on HarperCollins. It's entitled, it's from Andrew Lowney, and he is picking on all the royal families who ostensibly he knows, or at least has been paid to write about. There is also testimony that Ferguson, Sarah Ferguson, continued staying in one of Epstein's properties years after claiming to have severed ties, and her alleged misuse of the charity Sarah's Trust, which was established for personal gain, was used to take advantage of another charity to save on airfare. Listen, I have done enough. It is now coming up to the great holiday. I wish you joy. I wish you patriotism. I wish you to save your good thoughts for the United States of America. And if you have a few extra minutes, you can throw them to me as well. In case you tuned in late, I am Cindy Adams, Madam Adams, from the New York Post and from WABC, and I'm going to see you again next week. Happy fireworks.